In quiet Herndon, Virginia, a perfect family hid deadly secrets. This is the story of Brendan Banfield, a former IRS agent whose secret affair ended in a shocking double murder. Welcome to Silent U.S. Crime, the Au Pair Affair murder trial. Let's go back to the beginning. Brendan Banfield, 38, was a respected IRS criminal investigator. He lived in a comfortable home with his wife, Christine Banfield, 37, a nurse, and their young daughter, just 4 years old. In 2022, they hired Juliana Peres Magalhaes, a 23-year-old Brazilian au pair, to help care for their child. Juliana was vibrant, eager to experience American life. At first, everything seemed normal, a busy family balancing work and home. But beneath the surface, cracks were forming. Brendan and Christine's marriage was strained. Reports later revealed arguments and growing distance. Juliana, living under the same roof, became more than just help. By late 2022, Brendan and Juliana began a secret affair. Text messages uncovered during the investigation showed passionate exchanges, plans for secret meetups, and dreams of a future together. Brendan even bought Juliana gifts and took her on outings disguised as family errands. As the affair intensified, Brendan wanted out of his marriage. Divorce wasn't an option. He feared losing custody of his daughter and financial ruin. Prosecutors would later argue that this desperation birthed a sinister plan. In early 2023, Brendan allegedly used Christine's identity on a fetish website to lure strangers to their home. The goal? Stage a home invasion where Christine would be killed and the intruder framed as the culprit. The details of that fateful morning are chilling. According to trial testimony, Christine was in her bedroom when Ryan entered the house. Prosecutors claimed Brendan had orchestrated the setup. Juliana was armed with a gun from Brendan's collection. As Ryan approached, a confrontation ensued. Christine was stabbed multiple times, 37 wounds in total, a brutal attack that suggested rage and premeditation. Juliana then shot Ryan twice, claiming self-defense. She called 911, hysterical, saying an intruder had attacked Christine and threatened her. Brendan, conveniently at work, rushed home. Their daughter was in the house during the chaos, adding to the horror. But the scene didn't add up. Blood patterns, timelines, and forensics pointed to staging. Why was Ryan there? How did he know the address? And why did Juliana have a gun ready? One such stranger was Joseph Ryan, 39, an unsuspecting man from Springfield, Virginia. On February 24, 2023, Ryan arrived at the Banfield home, believing he was meeting Christine for a consensual encounter arranged online. What he walked into was a trap. Fairfax County Police launched a thorough investigation. Detectives uncovered the affair through phone records, hundreds of calls and texts between Brendan and Juliana. They found evidence that Brendan had impersonated Christine online to bait Ryan. Juliana, initially a witness, cracked under pressure. In a plea deal, she admitted to shooting Ryan, but claimed Brendan planned the wife's murder. She faced lesser charges of manslaughter for Ryan's death. Brendan was arrested in September 2023, charged with 4 counts, 2 aggravated murders, for killing 2 people in the same act and within 3 years, use of a firearm in a felony, and child endangerment. His trial began in January 2026, lasting 3 weeks. Prosecutors painted him as a mastermind, using his law enforcement knowledge to cover tracks. The defense argued Juliana acted alone, driven by jealousy, and that Brendan was innocent. Key evidence: digital forensics showing website logins from Brendan's devices, inconsistent statements, and Juliana's testimony. Brendan took the stand, denying involvement, but the jury wasn't convinced. After 9 hours of deliberation over 2 days, on February 2, 2026, the verdict came: guilty on all counts. Brendan Banfield, once a federal agent, now faces life in prison without parole. Sentencing is set for May 8, 2026. Juliana's case is ongoing, but her cooperation sealed Brendan's fate. This case exposes the dark side of desire, how love twisted into lethality destroyed lives. Christine and Joseph were victims of a calculated betrayal. Their families seek justice, but the scars remain. What do you think? Could this have been prevented? Share in the comments. Subscribe for more untold U.S. crime stories. Silent U.S. Crime, where the truth speaks volumes.